My name is Allana Roach, and I have a PhD in genetics that I got from Howard University maybe about 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago actually. Wow, time has flown. I taught at Howard University as an assistant professor of medicine for the last 3 years, and I directed a research program there. The research program that I directed was more community-oriented, health-oriented, trying to bring healthy techniques and healthy lifestyles to the minority populations in the US, particularly in the DC area. But my own family down in Trinidad, while I was imparting the techniques in the US, my own family were not practicing a healthy lifestyle here in Trinidad. And at the end of last year, my dad got very ill, and that prompted me to move back to Trinidad. And I came to Trinidad with a PhD in genetics and no plan as to what I should do next. All I know is that I have a passion to help the community. I have a passion, and I feel I have a calling and purpose to bring healthy lifestyle and techniques to the average person, to the average, I guess, community member, and I started looking for avenues. One of my really great friends, Dr. Lyons, who works for CDC out of the US Embassy, called me one day back in October and told me that Shape Studio, which was then being called Camp Extreme Fitness, was up for sale. It had actually just gone on the markets. And she said, Allana, I know you're into health and wellness, and after all of the experience you've garnered in the US, maybe this might be a good avenue for you. So I prayed about it, consulted my family, spoke to some friends about it, came to the gym itself to get a feel for it, and I absolutely loved it. I have always been a gym person. I've always exercised, I've always eaten healthy. But one thing that bothered me about going to the bigger gym, sometimes I got there and I felt a little intimidated because there were always people who knew the equipment better than I did, or I didn't have a personal trainer with me at all times, and I felt a little intimidated in the bigger gyms. So when I came and I saw this space, and I fell in love with it instantly, and decided that I wanted to take over this gym and market it to, open up the market to more of the women in our community, because the clientele was still very small and was a little elite. So I wanted to open it up a little bit.